I was looking out for a thin and light laptop for travel and daily office use and checked out the Asus ZenBook, Dell XPS and HP Spectre series. But I just couldn't find anything that ticks all my boxes. That is until I came across Samsung's new range of Ultrabooks. With the Galaxy Book 3 Pro, Samsung is coming into its own, featuring a gorgeous AMOLED display, now with a preferable 16:10 aspect ratio and the latest Intel 13th Gen processor and a very thin and sleek design. So what else did Samsung get right and wrong? And why should you consider this laptop for your personal use? Now, I'll be answering all those questions as we go along, as I have been using this laptop as my main PC for almost a month now. I won't spend much time on design and quality simply because this is a Samsung. Like its phones, the company knows how to build excellent premium feeling hardware. The Galaxy Book 3 Pro is all metal, but it's comparatively light at just 1.17 kg or 2.42 pounds compared to other 14-inch laptops in this class. It's also very thin at just 11.3 millimeters. It's an immaculate and minimalist design with only Samsung's logo in small print on the outer lid with its mirror finish. Now, despite this laptop's size, Samsung still squeezed in a full Type A port, which is becoming increasingly rare. Same with the micro SD slot. There is also a full HDMI and two Type-C Thunderbolt 4 ports. Overall, that's an exceptional selection considering some laptops only have a few Thunderbolt 4 ports. And yes, there is still a headphone/mic jack too. Now, opening the lid is easy thanks to the cutout notch, and you can do it one-handed with ease. Now, since the display is taller at 14 inches instead of 13.3 inches, Samsung could extend the keyboard deck and put in a much larger touchpad, which it did. The graphite color, like a very dark blue, light black, looks great and is more traditional. However, if you dislike fingerprints, a better choice is the beige model, which will hide them better. Now, the display is everything that you would want it to be. Dynamic AMOLED 2X with a 16:10 ratio, 400 nits of brightness, 120 Hz refresh rate, 120% color volume, DCI-P3, and a 3K resolution at 2880 by 1800. Simply put, the display is gorgeous. Even the reflectivity is low, making it ideal for long working sessions. Like in previous years, Samsung's color profile can auto-adapt to the content you're viewing, or you can set it manually. The color accuracy is outstanding as this AMOLED screen earned 100% sRGB, 97% Adobe RGB, and the rare 100% DCI-P3, making it ideal for photo editing, web work, or any creative task where a premium color gamut is required. Brightness is tricky, but it's great on this laptop. At 100%, this laptop only gets 395 nits of brightness. Now, that's not astounding these days, but the AMOLED technology makes the screen appear brighter and more contrasty than a standard LCD. Conversely, when set to 0%, the display gets just 3.8 nits, making it ideal for working at night in dark rooms without blinding you. The bottom line, this is one of the best non-touch screens you will find on a Windows PC without reservation. Of course, you would expect nothing less from Samsung, and it delivers. Considering how thin and light the Galaxy Book 3 Pro is, the rule of thumb has been you sacrifice performance and battery life to achieve those ends, but that's not the story here at all. The Galaxy Book 3 Pro has an impressive 13th Gen Intel Core i7-1360p processor. The P series here features 12 cores with 16 threads, 28 watts power draw, and can peak at 5 GHz. When I first heard of the Book 3 Pro, I assumed it would feature the Intel U series, which while still performant, draws less power, has fewer cores, and has less overall speed. The U series is made for this laptop, whereas the P series is a bold move, delivering some serious CPU cycles. I would not recommend using this laptop for gaming or serious video editing, but you could get by with some casual gaming like Asphalt 9. Now, the fan noise is surprisingly low, although audible while using performance mode, which is expected as that gives the most CPU output while keeping the laptop cool. But Samsung does offer its own performance profiles, which means you can set it to quiet, which is very low fan usage, or even silent, where the Galaxy Book 3 Pro runs with no fans. It's an intriguing and unique option that only Samsung is currently offering. The battery life is better than expected, considering the chassis design, thinness, and how light it is compared to other laptops in this category. However, that doesn't mean it's outstanding either, as between the powerful processor, 3K AMOLED display, and battery size, the Galaxy Book 3 Pro won't be an endurance champion. In my real-world experience, I averaged around 6 to 7 hours of screen time. That includes heavy web browsing, emails, watching videos on YouTube, and using MS Office. Samsung does provide a big 100-watt fast charger in the box, but the USB cable, which comes with it, was a bit short for me considering that the USB-C ports are on only one side. I had to buy a longer cable to sort this out. Now that's something that you need to keep in mind. Typing on this laptop is better than expected, even with the lower travel and chiclet key design. I found typing to be effortless and didn't require much exertion with high accuracy. As a result, I would rank the typing experience as very high and satisfying. The keys pick up a little bit of shine after days of typing away, but that's not unusual. The backlighting is sharp, well lit, with no light bleed anywhere, and looks great in any lighting conditions. It is multi-stage and controlled via the dedicated F9 function key. Now users can set it at 0, 30, 60 or 100%, and Samsung has a nice on-screen message box letting you know your current level, taking out the guesswork. Now speaking of the function keys, Samsung has ones dedicated to the Samsung Settings app. Display brightness, keyboard brightness, volume, locking both camera and microphone, and switching performance profiles between silent, quiet, optimized, and high performance. Again, a small message box appears on screen to let you know where you're at. Of course, setting the laptop to silent or quiet does reduce performance slightly, and the computer could get warmer due to no or low running fans. Still, with this P series chip, if doing regular web and office work, it's often preferable to have that quietness. A fingerprint reader resides in the power button, which works very well for logging into the laptop. Unfortunately, for whatever reason, Samsung never uses Windows Hello face recognition in its laptops, which is a slight letdown but shouldn't be a deal breaker. My educated engineering guess is that this display is simply too thin to house the infrared sensor. The touchpad is big and enjoyable to use. It's smooth, accurate, and has an excellent click. Now, Samsung has a lot of experience doing audio on mobile devices, so it's not surprising that the audio profile in this laptop is good. Samsung packs in a lot into this chassis with 4 AKG speakers, that is 2 5-watt subwoofers and 2 2-watt tweeters with a smart amp, and Dolby Atmos software for adding spatial abilities. But with all that, I must say that this laptop lacks loudness. It simply doesn't get loud enough, and I have had to crank the volume all the way up sometimes to make it sound audible. So that's something that you really need to keep in mind. Now, I tend to watch videos with dialogue as the principal use, and Dolby Atmos does a fantastic job of centering voice while keeping other music or background noise to the virtual sides. To house a 1080p webcam. On the underside, you will find dual speakers and 3 rubber feet. 2 are round on both corners while the other is elongated and sits parallel to the hinge. You will find a massive vent too to keep the LG Gram 17 cool. The front-facing Full HD 1080p 2.1 megapixel camera does okay for the color and overall appearance, although a higher megapixel count would have made it all that much better and sharper. Here is a sample. Hey everyone, this is a demo of the webcam of the Samsung Galaxy Book 3 Pro laptop. And this is shooting at 1080p 30 frames per second. Let me know how's the audio and the video quality. This can shoot up to 60 frames per second in 1080p, but then you lose a lot of clarity. So yeah, that's a small demo of the webcam quality of the Samsung Galaxy Book 3 Pro. To spice things up, Samsung includes Studio Mode, a free-floating toolbar that appears whenever you use the camera in any Windows app. Face smoothing effect with 3 levels, background effects like blur, solid color and custom image, auto framing, HDR, and even eye contact are included. Eye contact uses AI to simulate constant eye contact with the camera. The whole package works quite well and is fun to use. Samsung packs a lot of software into its laptops, which is a good thing, especially if you have a Samsung Galaxy phone to pair with. Now for this review, I used my Samsung Galaxy Fold 5. Apps for the Galaxy Book 3 Pro include Samsung Flow, Gallery, Notes, Pass, Recover, Settings, Studio Plus, TV Plus, Update, Second Screen, Private Share, Quick Search, Smart Things, and even its own custom screen recorder software. It's all very neat and beneficial. Samsung Flow, for instance, lets you access and cast your phone to your laptop using either Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, with the latter being nearly lag-free. You can see and act on notifications and run your phone directly from the laptop. The phone's display, however, must remain on. Samsung Gallery mirrors your Samsung phone's photo gallery, which is via OneDrive. The Live Wallpaper app is a little bit heavy and slow, but it does let you pick some interesting backgrounds, including ones that adjust to the current time. Now, many of the included apps are the same ones found on Samsung Galaxy phones, making them all very familiar if you have one. The apps are well written and look to be 1:1 clones, but tailored for Windows. So let's summarize and see who should and who should not buy this laptop. Now, you should buy it if you value a thin and light design, you want one of the best AMOLED displays, you want solid performance from a trusted brand, and you already have a Galaxy phone or a tablet. You should not buy it if you want 4G or 5G connectivity, you need a touch display or pen support, you need something with a discrete NVIDIA GPU, or you need Windows Hello facial recognition. So make sure you make the right decision, keeping all these options in mind. The new Galaxy Book 3 Pro 14-inch is a culmination of what Samsung has learned over the years. The 16:10 AMOLED display is now much higher resolution and is simply tantalizing. Sure, it lacks touch, but the display panel is thin and the laptop is lighter due to that choice. Performance is also very good, and the ability to run it silently with no fans is an excellent option if you're sticking to basic productivity tasks. The keyboard, touchpad, audio, and the full Samsung software suite are compelling. Now, this laptop is an extension of Samsung's latest Galaxy phones, making them a natural pair and a great value add for loyal Samsung customers. Battery life is not amazingly good, but much of that is still due to Intel's big little design, which, while extremely powerful, is not entirely optimized for battery life. That said, I found the experience adequate for daily work, and the included Samsung Fast Charge is welcome for quickly topping it off. Given a choice between this laptop and brands like Asus and Dell, I went with Samsung as it ticked most of the boxes for my need. Samsung has a winner on its hands with the refreshed Galaxy Book 3 Pro 14-inch. It's thin and light with excellent build quality and arguably has one of the best displays thanks to its premium 3K AMOLED screen. It's also more potent than you would think with that Core i7, considering it's only 1.17 kg in weight. Good offers from Samsung and Amazon India also make it a good deal. So I hope you enjoyed this review of the Samsung Galaxy Book 3 Pro 14. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comments what is your favorite thin and light laptop? So until next time, this is Sunny signing off. Take care, and I will see you in the next video.